The world that they offer you is gray and promises dystopian control. They offer you safety and security purchased with the currency of your freedoms. But on this channel, we say absolutely not. The warmth and freedom of individual liberty will pass on from us to the next generation, and it starts right now. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, how we're going to fix this bad boy together. Guys, we're seeing some returns of a lot of things, and I did a short earlier today elaborating a lot of those things. I'll touch on that, but I want to dedicate this video to showing you the very people who are telling you that you can't have your gun rights, who are trying to sell you on the idea of peaceful protest yet again in light of the riots in LA that we're seeing yesterday. Guys, the footage that I'm about to show you is not only going to show you the idiocy, it's also going to show you what the potential danger is and what they want you to do. Everything I got is going to be linked in the description box below. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on, because the second that you understand what these people are, the second you defeat it is right there. You understand your opponent, you defeat your opponent. Everything's linked. Of course, like, subscribe, and share. Let's get into this, people. All right. So we're going to jump over my X profile. And if you guys have not jumped over there, all last night we were sharing stuff. We were jumping in on the different things that are happening in the LA riots, all the things that are burning down, all the immigration responses, National Guard, Trump, all of them. Democrat politicians enabling the entire thing. Guys, at Braden LOA, that is a breaking place. And let's get into this. All right. So the first thing that I have to show you, guys, the media is not our friend, and you guys know that. You're fully aware of that. But the way that they shape the narrative is what you have to focus on, which is why I'm about to show you all these clips, okay? This is from 2020, when the last peaceful protest happened. And then I'll show you clips from yesterday and today, and I'll show you what they're hoping happens. Watch this, okay? This is from 2020.
Christine, Laura, what you're seeing behind me is one of multiple locations that have been burning in Kenosha, Wisconsin over the course of the night. A second night since
fiery,
Jacob Blake
but mostly
was
peaceful
shot in the back
protests.
7 times by a police officer. And what you are seeing now, these images came and come in stark contrast to what we saw over the course of the daytime hours in Kenosha and into the early evening, which were largely peaceful demonstrations in the face of law enforcement. It wasn't until night fell that things began to get a little bit more contentious. Things were thrown back and forth. Police started using some of those crowd dispersal tactics like tear gas, even playing...
All right, you guys get the idea. Fiery, but mostly peaceful protests coming from CNN. That was in 2020. Now, one of the reasons that I'm doing this is I want to show you what they want from this. That's incredibly important, because these are the people that will use anything out of context and manipulate to take your rights away. That's why I've done a few of the videos I've done. That's why I've done a few of the shorts I've done and a few of the posts I've done on X. They do not care about the catalyst. They care about the reaction. But before I get into that, let me show you what they're doing here. Here's MSNBC yesterday.
That I spoke to, that I was interacting with. Most of the crowds, again, that I saw, that I spoke to, that I was interacting with, these are peaceful people that want to get their message across. They brought signs. They're out with families in some places. And others are obviously more agitant, have the mask on, you know, and reportedly, I didn't see this, but reportedly throwing things back at authorities that are...
Yeah, I didn't see this because I don't have an X account. It's all over X. I've been posting it all day for the last 24 hours. They're burning everything to the ground, tearing everything apart, attacking people, shooting fireworks at cop lines. All of this is open in the air. But don't worry, I haven't seen it, but there's reports. Okay, mostly peaceful protests, signs, and families. That was MSNBC. This is ABC.
Demonstrations have been going on right outside the Federal Detention Center. Most of those demonstrations were very peaceful.
Very peaceful.
They were chanting, they were shouting. People were driving by, honking their horns. And again, they were expressing their anger about the detention of so many immigrants at the Federal Center. Most of the evening, the federal agents stayed inside the building, but at a certain point, some of the demonstrators got very close to the property. In fact, some of them went onto the property, started tagging the building, started banging on fences, and shortly after all that happened, the agents started firing off tear gas, and then they came out.
You know, nothing really sells the point that everything's fine, like a bunch of guys in the background flashing up gang signs and then talking about tagging buildings when they were mostly peaceful protesters, and they then eventually got up to the ICE detention facility, and then the officers came out very aggressively. Guys, all right, that was ABC. Let's go over to our next victim. This one, CNN Now. I showed you CNN before. I'll show you CNN Now. Here's Dana Bash.
It's pretty bad.
That's a different question, but I just want to just state for the record
question.
that what did happen in 1992 was so different from what we're seeing now. I mean, that was a real riot that went all across the city of Los Angeles
this one's
after
fake.
A verdict in the Rodney King case. This is a situation where the LA County Police,
Dana,
it's not good, but they're saying
people
that they have it under control, and the president is sending national troops,
Dana,
federal
you and I
troops,
can
in a
look
way
at this.
that
We can look at
hasn't
this
been
and we
done in
can
a long
obviously
time.
see that it is not under control. It's not under control. You and I both can see that. It's not under control. And a riot is a riot. They're throwing all types of objects at law enforcement, and the president is absolutely right. It's pretty bad.
Here's the thing, guys. And again, I'm going to get to the point of why this video is so important. It's all about, guys, it's peaceful protest. It's not even a real one. It's fake. That's so different. It's not even in the same ballpark. And then at the exact same time, by the way, it's so bad because the riots are incited by Trump, so we got to impeach Trump. See how this works? Okay, let's keep going. I'm building a narrative. I hope you guys are with me on this. Here's a little evidence for you right here. Here's some more mostly peaceful stuff. That burns me up. That just burns me up. I'm just going to leave that there. Then we go over here. Here's another image of the mostly peaceful protests, the part where we start destroying this narrative from orbit. Right here is some more content. I'm going to leave the audio off, but you can see fireworks are being thrown at the police lines. The response to ICE is apparently perfectly justified because, it's not like there's any illegal activity here. No, it's just ICE is mean. So, as you can see, totally peaceful. There is nothing to be concerned about because, look, guys, MSNBC says it, CNN says it, ABC says it, CNN says it again. Oh, so peaceful. Wait a minute, hold on a second. What's this one? I'm going to turn the audio off again. That looks like a Jeep being opened up, and here comes a red container of love, hope, and joy, I think is what's in there. I think there's unicorn tears sprinkled in, which is what's adding the viscosity for the liquid to really coat everything. It's the unicorn love and blood and tears. Oh my God, who saw that coming? Morons down. Yeah. Gosh, I love the peaceful protest. It does make me happy. All right, so now let's just continue on as we just talk through sarcasm. These are the cement blocks that were found randomly connected through all of these different, let me refresh that, all these different police skirmish lines. But yeah, I'm sure it was all just a coincidence, guys. All these things are coincidence. I've already shown it to you. I don't need to say anymore. It doesn't want to cooperate. Heck with them. All right. Now, this is the part that you need to fully be with on that. Actually, I need to jump in and pull up another video as well. This is the part that is crucially important, okay? I just bookmarked this. Here we go. So this is the video, and again, this is what they want from you. I said yesterday in a video, guys, do not be involved in this. Not from a perspective of you don't have the right to self-defense, and not of the perspective that you don't have every right to be able to express yourself as well, because I don't want you guys to become the reaction story to the actual issue. Because the media doesn't want to focus on the fact that this is a big protest, riot, skirmish, everything burning down, because that reflects poorly on the left. What they want is they want someone who reacts and then does something to defend themselves, most likely justifiably, and then the story becomes that person reacted poorly. They want the story to shift. You have to understand where they want this to go, okay? That's why I said those things. But let me show you this video, because this is one of the things that they're saying that ICE are running over people. And I'll show you another angle.
Watch as the person in front falls and hits his head on the ground.
Poor cupcake.
And that just seemed like it was an injury. But then these agents then moved aside and then immediately took off. And we watched these agents almost as if it was a chase. They got together.
Oh, my God. Spare me. But anyway, they ran over him, right? You see the narrative right there? They're running over them. This is crazy. Oh, look, another video angle of the exact same thing. That looks like the car's trying to avoid the protester. And it looks like the protester is staying in front of the car, running backwards on the car. See, it's a little bit more of the longer clip. It's amazing what context will do. You got a scooter riding along in front as well. And this guy just refuses to move in front of the ICE vehicle. It's the same guy, same people in the clip. You can see it. And all of a sudden, he trips and, oh my God, ICE tried to run over him. Oh, wait a minute, ICE is backing up. And then ICE goes around him. The guy acts like he's, unalived, and then he gets up and he's fine. Here's the entire point. The media, these people right here, they will tell you this is a fiery but mostly peaceful protest. They will tell you that there's nothing wrong, everything's good on MSNBC, there's family and signs. ABC, mostly peaceful, it's great. CNN, that's totally different. That was a real riot, this isn't. Guys, I'm telling you, what they're looking for right now is they are looking for someone out there that they can make the news story about versus the actual catalyst. Do not be that person. Because right now, what they are in the position of is looking like absolute asses because all the people that they're covering for and they're supporting, the story is the cover-up. If they get to do this whole thing like a Kyle Rittenhouse 2.0, and they get to say, like, look how mean and evil this kid is, the story no longer becomes leftists are burning down the riotous and the cities and riots. Now it becomes, look at that mean kid out for a fight. That's the entire point. Don't let them have an outlet. Let them live in this tremendous failure because it reflects extremely poorly on Democrats who are quite literally enabling the entire thing. These are the same people who tell you you don't need your gun rights. I'm just saying. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.